Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Oliver. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darrell Taylor able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight end, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now back to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. On the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Down the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Shoves him away. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd down and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Left side is Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. And for a right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. 2nd down at 5. And the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they close.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. Now, hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. We'll see. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. You
can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He completes this to Russell Gage. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Back to throw here. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They'll look to throw again, and his throw is going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
they sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 10. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
What's the deal, y'all?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And now the throw taken in by Chark. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Boy stays up and escapes the sack. Oh, strip. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.